So it appears that I have underestimated you. Could it be that you are a heroine after all?
What can you tell me about the city?
The shining star of Yanvidir. Just look around you and admire its build and its history. Although it is getting short of food right now, we could surely use one.
Do you remember Arngrim?
One of the Jarl's soldiers who made the mistake of falling ill instead of falling in battle. We declared him Nith, and he has to live in solitude now, away from Tuna.
Have you been to
The village of Munavagir. It lies south.
Would you tell me about Sigrun?
Sigrun. Yes, one of the local traders. No relationship to Sigurd, I'm sure. Although you should have asked Sigmund when he was still alive. Not really my type, so there's not much I can tell you about that.
What is Fremont the Troll like?
Yes, they got themselves a real bridge troll. Al Ilfing would never stand for that close to Tuna, let me tell you. Well, the bridge is safe during the day, or if you have something valuable or shiny to pay the toll. Otherwise, if you think you are smarter than a troll, you should try outwitting him. Have fun with that.
Let us speak of the woodlands.
If you wish to hear about Yanvidir, you've come to the right person. As captain of the guard, I hear all the soldiers' tales.
Why is there a naked girl in the forest?
You tell me, and feel free to send her over to my house anytime.
What do you think of the graveyard?
Well, it is where we all end up eventually, so we may as well keep it in good order. Although the warriors among us will get taken to Valhalla, of course. We keep the graves a fair bit away from the city gate because of superstition, and because of the occasional undead. My guess is that there are more of those because we are too close to Ragnarok.
I have been to the Grand Lake.
Good for you. And I'm sure you've seen the Jarl's fancy flying ship. We use it for raids sometimes, at least when it is less frozen into the ice. We usually have to take Orvendel along to control it. I think he keeps some kind of wind magic embedded in the ship's hull.
Have you heard of Svartalfheim?
The wonderful realm of Svartalfheim lies north of Lake Gunvik. It's a place of vast riches, but inhabited by the fierce Sami people who can throw a pebble at you and turn it into a mountain in midair.
No, it is not.
Ah, must you ruin my tale? Very well. I have never been to Svartalfheim. Are you happy now? All I know is there's a guardian at the gate to Svartalfheim. You will have to draw the guardian's attention. I'm not sure how, but the last thing you will need to do is make an offering of wine or mead. Only then will it speak to you. Pouring it on the ground is probably sufficient. It's a waste of drink, though, if you ask me.
Let us speak.
Do it.
Help me, you brave lady! I've been trapped by these evil men of the Urals. Please, get me out of here!
Why are you in jail?
'Twas a setup, conspiracy. You know how them city folk never like us honest people from Munavagir.
I think you were caught stealing.
Oh, me? I would never.
Kraka, be honest to me.
Well, yeah, you got me there. I had this great plan of sneaking in here and robbing the Ural's treasury. Put me a map and everything. So I made the long trip to the city, sneaking through Yanvidir around them trolls, and climbing over the wall at night. And the next thing I know, this Smith guy was also walking around in the dark, and he sees me, and he calls them city guards, and I end up here. But you gotta help me. Please, Heroine, I can't stay here all winter.
If I help you, will you stop thieving?
You're one of us. You can't be serious about that.
I will get you out of here.
Are you sure? Please help me then. I believe in ye. Maybe the warden here is not as mean as the Jarl or the smith from here.
I have to leave now.
Come back for me, please.
I cannot hear you from... So it appears that I have underestimated.
I want you to release Kraka from jail.
Of whom do you speak? Ah, yes, the little wretch from Munavigia. We caught her red-handed trying to sneak through Jarl Ilfing's castle. Very well. On your word of honor, we can let the little thief out. I just require a few silvers for administration and processing and such. Let us make it a round 100 silver, and we call it even. I agree with you. She does not deserve to be let out. Serves her right for stealing things, yes? I have little time to talk now, because our Jarl Ilfing has disappeared. He has failed to appear some time ago, which is why I have to make him appear, rather than talking too much. How may I be of assistance on this Tears Day? Or can I otherwise help by assisting you?
What can I find in Yarnvadir?
Since Fonsigtuna lies within a forest,
What do you think of the graveyard?
The graveyard is a yard of graves, where we build graves for our fallen warriors who have fallen during a war. It is southwest of Fonsigtuna, and is removed from Fonsigtuna because the living should not be living close to the fallen who are dead. As Master of the Rites, I take care of the rites of funerals, as it is important for our living warriors to treat the fallen warriors with honor.
I have seen a circle of monoliths.
Indeed, the circle of ominous stones sounds very ominous, and there may be an ominous purpose to the circle. Ominously, I do not know which purpose that is.
I would like to learn about Svartalfheim.
Svartalfheim is a mystical realm, being a...
What are Dwargar like?
There are said to be Dwergar in Svartalfheim, who are said to be either warriors that work for the Svartalfa in Svartalfheim, or they are Svartalfa themselves, and use their illusory enchantment to appear more like a warrior. Either way, the Dwergar are dangerous fighters that wield their dangerous weapons for the purpose of fighting danger.
Did you know Svartalfheim has a big lake?
There is a lake in Svartalfheim, which is not touched by the sun, since there is no sun in Svartalfheim. Nevertheless, this Svartalf lake is warm, consisting of water that is heated, but not by the sunlight, which cannot be found in Svartalfheim. Since you...
I
believe that studying this used magical scroll will be useful for my studies in magic that I am used to.
Be well.
What?
Lots of things. If you...
What is Jarl Ilfing like?
I am told he went into the forest to find Jaime. Very noble of him, but we have not seen him since. Perhaps you should go and find him. He may not like to admit it, but perhaps this time he needs rescuing.
Do you know the wizard Orvindel?
No, I have never heard of the city's wizard, the personal advisor to our...
Do you remember Arngrim?
Yes, I do. Poor fellow got sick, and rather than curing him, they stuck him in a tower somewhere. Nith, I think it is called. I do not see the point. Being around drunk people does not make you drunk, so why would being around a sick man make you sick?
What can you tell me of the forest?
I have traveled through the woods a few times, but am not an expert. I find the Hofnavigir very beautiful.
I wish you good health.
I would ask you to stay safe, but I think with you that is not necessary. So please come back soon and tell us of your tales.
There you are, human. You have foiled my plans last time, but now I have got you where I want you. And that is in your doom. You are doomed, mortal. Doomed to doom. And all by the hands of the Doom Squirrel, Ratatosk. Claws of the Doom Squirrel of Doom!
Yeah? So what have you done this time?
Oh, my plan is as beautiful as it is cunning. You see, human, I have found out that you are looking for the eyes of Fozzie. And I have sneaked into the human village to steal one of the eyes. So now you are at my mercy. the mercy of doom.
You mean the Eye of Thiassi, not Fazi.
Really? I mean, no! You are wrong, foolish mortal. The Eye of Fazi is 10 times more powerful than the Eye of Thiassi. Everybody knows that.
Is it in that log over there?
What? How did you... No. Of course not, silly mortal. You cannot comprehend the magnitude of my evil plans of doom.
Let me check.
No, stay away! I shall bite you with my teeth of doom!
There is only an acorn in here.
Do not presume you can pierce the veil of my clever hiding places!
You have not actually stolen anything, have you?
Well, that is to say... it is a cunning deception! Yes, a deception of doom! While I am stalling you here with my deception, something else is happening, which is to say... bye!